Hidden deep in Mexico City's ancient canals is a tiny floating garden where thousands of weather-stained dolls swing from the trees. Some have missing eyes, others stare back at visitors with cracked porcelain grins. Welcome to La Isla de las Muñecas, the island of the dolls. Just south of downtown, Xochimilco's canals are the last living fragment of the Aztecs' lake system. Tourists normally come for mariachi-filled trajinera boat rides, but one particular turn down the Techuilo Lagoon leads you to a place locals still whisper about at night. The legend starts in the 1950s with Don Julian Santana Barrera, a farmer who left his family to live alone on this chinampa. One day, so the story goes, he spotted the body of a young girl floating in the water. Unable to save her, he later found a single doll drifting nearby. Convinced the toy belonged to the drowned child and that her restless spirit now roamed the island, Julian tied the doll to a tree to keep evil away. But peace never came. Each night he heard sobs and tiny footsteps in the dark. To calm the spirit, he began collecting more dolls, scavenged from trash heaps, traded for produce, or fished from the canal. Eventually, every trunk, vine, and rickety hut frame sprouted a plastic limb or cracked ceramic face. Over 50 years, Julian hung more than 1,000 figures, believing each one trapped another wandering soul. Neighbors dismissed him as eccentric, yet many refused to step onto the island after dark. An unspoken bargain formed. They'd deliver discarded toys by day. At night, he'd patrol with a lantern, whispering prayers to the dolls. On April 17, 2001, Don Julian's nephew found him floating face down in the same canal, where he claimed the girl had drowned. Locals say the doll's eyes followed the young man as he hauled the body ashore. Whether coincidence or curse, the caretaker's death sealed the island's macabre reputation. After his death, the family opened the site to visitors. Today, boatmen charge about $100 for a 2-hour round trip, though some still refuse the route out of superstition. Inside Julian's shack, the very first doll he ever hung, missing an arm, hair matted with mold, sits on an altar ringed with coins and tequila left by guests. The island now draws a different kind of pilgrim. Dark tourism vloggers, paranormal investigators, and thrill-seeking couples who dare each other to stay until sunset. So, is the haunting real? Skeptics point out there's no official record of a drowned child that year, yet even hardened investigators admit the atmosphere is unsettling. Dolls whisper when the wind funnels through cracked skulls, and their glassy eyes reflect your flashlight like nocturnal animals. Beyond chills, the site reflects Mexico's complex relationship with death. From Day of the Dead altars to roadside memorials, the line between the living and the departed is porous. Julian's Island is a private grief writ large, a one-man ofrenda that morphed into collective folklore. Whether you see tragedy, devotion, or just a marketing ploy, the Island of the Dolls forces every visitor to confront the same question. What would you do to keep a spirit at peace? If you ever drift down Xochimilco's canals, listen carefully. The soft clack you hear might be water against the boat, or a plastic hand tapping hello.